Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Matt with UBV News, and I'm chilling with.
What up? What up? I'm Ivo.
It's your man Leon. What up, though?
Yeah, so obviously coming up Juneteenth, the Juneteenth celebration is coming up. Obviously, Juneteenth became a national holiday in 2021, and people don't know this is actually the longest serving Black celebration and holiday in American history. What I mean by that is that it's really one of the longest things that we celebrate, even before it was a federal holiday. We've been celebrating it since 1866. So it's one of the longest serving celebrations we've had, predating a lot of other stuff. So just kind of kick it off, man. I guess I kick it off with you, Ivory. What's your thoughts on Juneteenth as we kind of reflect on, I guess, this holiday?
Man, I feel like just like most Americans, man, glad to have a day off work, man. Just one day, one day. I mean, the good old slave master gave us one day, right? That's before DEI stuff. So we ain't got to worry about that. But real, just joking, just kidding. I don't know people get all sensitive about that, but I think freedom is always worth something fighting for. I'm a person in my day job. I'm a financial coach. I help people get free of debt. So when you talk about freedom and anything related to freedom, I'm always for that. I'm pro freedom. I think that's the way God created us, is to have a sense of freedom for ourselves, our family, freedom of expression, freedom to create, freedom to just be able to move about. And I'm just so grateful that we are able to do that within our own community. So I look forward to it. I'm in DC. I'll be celebrating. I'm going to a couple highly anticipated events for Juneteenth itself. So I will be definitely in the nation's capital having a good time.
For sure. And as you stated, Matt, it is the longest running, celebratory holiday within this country. And literally it started the year after, 1865. And unfortunately, in a situation that us as Black people are in, that was one thing we had to celebrate, because up until that point, we really didn't have too much to celebrate. But yeah, going back to what you said, Ivory, I think it is a time for us to be able to acknowledge and celebrate it, because it's a significant event within not only the Black community but this country. And one thing I do give Biden credit for was he did step up and he made it a federal holiday. There are some pushbacks, obviously, from some folks still. But with that being said, it is what it is at this point, and you have to sit and acknowledge it. A lot of those people that have been complaining about it being a holiday, sure are not, complaining about the fact they're going to get tomorrow off and be able to enjoy it. But it's a very, very important holiday. It commemorates the official ending of slavery, even though, technically it was supposed to end a couple years prior. But, some of those southern states chose to keep things going. But Union came in and flexed that muscle and got it all finished and completed in Texas. And ultimately, we're at the we're the outcome from that as far as where we stand today.
Yeah, no, I think you make a good point, Leon. Like, what I really think about is, what is this holiday? I think when you say MLK Day, I think it kind of clicks. People kind of know civil rights movement, but I think when it comes to Juneteenth, people really don't know. Like, I study African American history in college at University of Michigan, so I heard about Juneteenth the first time when I was studying at Michigan. That's the first time I heard about it. I didn't really know much about it beforehand. To your point, it celebrates when Texas. It was pretty much the last slaves to actually be heard that they were free. You know, I think that it really commemorates that, right? So I think, like I said, it's something to remember kind of what it is. I think a lot of people are celebrating it without really knowing what it is. Um, so I think just kind of knowing what it is extremely important. I guess my next question to you all, man, y'all can kind of, talk about it however you all see fit, is what do you think people should do in order to celebrate Juneteenth? What are some of the festivities you think they should participate in? What are some of your thoughts about how you celebrate Juneteenth and how people should go about it?
I think first, from a historical point of view, just to kind of get people up to speed, what is Juneteenth? It's more than just a holiday, a federal holiday or a day that you don't have to go to work. Like, learn the history of it, learn the backstory of it. I'm not here to give you a professorial lesson. I'm just saying that I think it's best to just learn the history about it, pay homage to your ancestors, because they've been through a lot of stuff. So people who came before us, just kind of show some respect for that. And also, I would just say, just think about your own condition. I like to think about, again, freedom is not just a term in terms of not being a slave. I think it's in terms of just having the freedom to move about as you want to. And I think a lot of us today, America was founded on the whole notion of freedom. We wanted to be free from Great Britain at that time. And I just think the human spirit is not made to be captured, if you will. We like freedom. We like our freedoms. And so now we have a new freedom today that we're fighting for. Some people is financial freedom, freedom from debt, freedom from of expression, and just freedom for the freedoms that we enjoy in this country. So I just say take that all that time and just enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy myself and have a good time.
Yeah, and I definitely say from my standpoint, celebrate it. One thing I feel it should do is it should ultimately unify us. People get together on the 4th of July and, they celebrate in a sense. I think it should be almost the equivalent of the 4th of July, if you ask me. That's getting together with loved ones and others and, celebrating the times in essence that we're in as far as current day. So I see it as a point in time where we can help unite us as a community and as a people. We have to understand, we can have the barbecues and the things that we do, in a normal celebration, but understand the purpose of it, of why we got this day off and why you are able to have this barbecue with your friends on this day and dinner with your family or whatever it may be as far as how you're celebrating it. But ultimately for me, I see is a point for us to be able to unify and come together, which is one of the few things, throughout the year that we actually do.
No, I mean, you all make good points, man. I'd say for myself, I was kind of looking at some Eventbrite activity, Eventbrite looking for some Juneteenth activities where I'm at, man. I saw I saw all types of shit. And the one thing I would say is that if you're going to do some stuff, just do the family stuff first, man. Do some educational stuff first, man. I saw a pool party, man. I saw a pool party, bro. It was like wet and bet. It was something like that. I was like, God damn.
Wet and bet?
It was something like that,
man.
It was like some it was almost on some Megan Thee Stallion Hot Girl Summer type shit. I said, goddamn. So I said, that shit, okay, that's cool. Just do something educational, you know what I'm saying? Just so you kind of know. That's my only thing, right? Because I think, because remember a few years ago, bro, it'd be like the MLK Day parties and the fucking the Canvas and the Photoshop motherfuckers took over. You see all crazy shit.
Dr. King with his chain.
Yeah, do-rag on and chain. And yeah, they take it too far, man. How disrespectful is that? But I feel like the internet is undefeated. You always got folks out here like that, so.
Yeah. I would say the creatives got a hold of it. So I would just say make sure if you're gonna do some of the fun stuff, do some of the actual educational stuff, just so you get up to date on what's happening. But I think with that, man, I know Leon, you always do a good job of just closing us out, man. You mind doing it?
Yeah, so obviously, make sure you guys celebrate Juneteenth, as it is a great holiday for us as Black folks. But another thing that we as Black folks need to do, we need to make sure that we are putting our voices out there to be heard. And we still need you guys to go ahead and get in line with the Black Agenda 2028. Ultimately, that is the main focus of our push here, is to make sure that we hold these elected officials accountable for making sure that they take heed to what needs to be done within our community. So make sure you visit blackagenda2028.com. Go ahead, take the survey, explain what is most important to you, so we can continue to make sure we keep pushing forward with this fight. Obviously, we'll be discussing different topics as we go through it, like Juneteenth and other things. But let's make sure that we always stay focused on the ultimate goal, which is to make sure that we hold these elected officials accountable and make sure that they take heed to what was needed in our community. So we'd like to thank you guys for joining us today. Enjoy your Juneteenth. Be safe out there, and we'll holler at you soon.